Magnolia Hotshots official at mas pinalakas na complete lineup ngayong Pba 50th Philippine Cup.
Point guards:
Vince Gomez, rookie, Pba 30th draft pick, 5'11", 175 pounds, 25 years old, 5.8 points, 2.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 0.7 steals, 26% 3-point shooter, 79% free throw shooter in his 2025 MPBL 7th season averages. Luis Alfred Tenorio, playing coach, 5'9", 152 pounds, 41 years old, 3.8 points, 0.8 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 0.5 steals, 60% 3-point shooter, 8 minutes per game in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup playoffs averages. Jerome Lastimosa, rising star, 5'11", 165 pounds, 27 years old, 9.9 points, 3.2 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.1 block, 15% 3-point shooter, 86% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Mark Baroka, veteran star, 5'10", 170 pounds, 39 years old, 9.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 1.5 steals, 22% 3-point shooter, 86% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages.
Shooting guards:
Peter Alfaro, sophomore, 5'11", 186 pounds, 25 years old, 5 points, 1.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 0.5 steals, 26% 3-point shooter, 71% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Paulo Taha, 6 feet, 180 pounds, 34 years old, 2.7 points, 0.9 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.1 steal, 40% 3-point shooter, 40% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Paul Lee, veteran star, 6 feet, 200 pounds, 36 years old, 11.4 points, 2.1 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.3 steals, 46% 3-point shooter, 80% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Javi Gomez Deliano, rising star, 9.5 points, 3 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 0.3 steals, 0.3 blocks, 33% 3-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in his ongoing Pba 50th Philippine Cup averages.
Small forwards:
Rafael Verano, new player via free agent signing, 6'3", 200 pounds, 28 years old, 4.2 points, 1.5 rebounds, 0.6 assists, 40% 3-point shooter, 88% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Rome De La Rosa, 6'3", 185 pounds, 34 years old, 6.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 0.6 steals, 30% 3-point shooter, 76% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Chris Kuhn, new player via trade, 6'5", 209 pounds, 23 years old, 6.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.5 steals, 29% 3-point shooter, 16% free throw shooter in his ongoing Pba 50th Philippine Cup averages.
Power forwards:
Small forwards, Xavier Lucero, star player, 6'6", 205 pounds, 25 years old, 18.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 0.9 steals, 1.5 blocks, 41% 3-point shooter, 66% free throw shooter in his Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Joseph Erobu, 6'4", 198 pounds, 33 years old, 2.6 points, 1.4 rebounds, 25% 3-point shooter, 33% free throw shooter ni Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Russell Escoto, 6'6", 200 pounds, 32 years old, 3.6 points, 1.8 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.1 steal, 37% 3-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter ni Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages.
Centers.
James Laput, 6'10", 245 pounds, 29 years old, 4.3 points, 2.7 rebounds, 0.2 assists, 0.1 steal, 60 field goal percentage, 83% free throw shooter ni Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Yukian Andrada, rookie via 6th pick, 6'6", 210 pounds, 24 years old, 12.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 0.5 steals, 0.5 blocks, 55 field goal percentage, 75% free throw shooter in his NCAA 100 season averages. Ian Sangalang, star player, 6'7", 212 pounds, 33 years old, 13.6 points, 6.4 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 0.4 steals, 0.3 blocks, 58 field goal percentage, 62% free throw shooter ni Pba 49th Philippine Cup averages. Ayon nga sa source na to, ay ang next target daw na makuha ni Coach L.A. Tenorio sa Magnolia ay ang former star player teammate niyang si Stan para makumpleto na ang lineup nila ngayong Philippine Cup. Christian Stanhardinger, Magnolia next trade target, 6'8", 220 pounds, 36 years old, 15.2 points, 8.4 rebounds, 3 assists, 52 field goal percentage, 50% free throw shooter in his last Pba 49th Governor's Cup averages. Ito ang official at mas pinalakas na complete lineup ng Magnolia Hotshots para sa Pba 50th Philippine Cup. Sa tingin niyo mga kababos, mas lalakas ba ang Magnolia pag makuha nila si Bulldozer ngayong conference? I-comment nyo na po yan sa baba.